We are going to start by showing what I ate in a full day when I just started to lose weight. So, when I was 240 pounds, I could not just go into a severe calorie deficit. So, instead, I chose healthier options for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. First thing that you need to do, eliminate fried foods, chips, cookies, cakes, anything with excess oil, excess sugar. It's just not great for your body and will not help you lose weight. So, the first thing that I like to eat for breakfast is avocado toast. So, to make it a little healthier, I use a 12 grain bread, and this bread is, of course, from Aldi. And get a whole avocado. At first, you'll see me starting off with half, but realize that I actually need the whole avocado. So, with avocado toast, to make it more filling, add eggs, get some protein in there. So, I like my eggs over medium. So, with the eggs, I'm going to just use a little bit of Pam spray and just add some black pepper to them, let those cook. Also, put the bread in the toaster oven, get it nice and toasty, whatever your preference is. So, each slice has about a half avocado on there, that's spread on there. And with the avocado in the beginning, I put salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of red pepper flakes. So this is a great meal to keep you full for a few hours. So you're not snacking, because that's one of the things that you're not mindful that snacking can add up to a lot of calories, because it's not an actual meal, but definitely can. So just showing here the completed avocado toast with some red pepper. The next thing we're going to move on to is making a chicken wrap for lunch. So chicken wraps are great. You can take them with you if you are going somewhere. Of course, you can have them at home as well. And so I would say maybe about 3 to 4 hours later, get hungry again and it's time for lunch. During the meantime, it is great to stay hydrated. I've learned that sometimes you can mistake your thirstiness for hunger. So if you find yourself getting hungry after about an hour or two of having a great meal like that avocado toast, you're probably just thirsty. So it's great to drink a lot of water. So here for lunch, I am making a chicken wrap, and I showed the spinach wrap. Again, the wrap is from Aldi, and I had some leftover leg quarters from dinner that I made. So I just shredded that up, warmed it up in a bowl. I also just lightly toasted the chicken wrap so it wouldn't be cold. So what I've done is I've added the shredded leg quarter meat. That makes sense. The shredded chicken, thinly sliced provolone cheese. So that is from Target, the thinly sliced one. Add in some banana peppers, and I pickled my own jalapenos. That's why it was in an olive jar, but pickled jalapenos, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and just making a little bit of sriracha mayo, literally some mayo and sriracha mixed together, and put on this wrap with some avocado slices. So again, we're not having any fried food with this dish. It's relatively healthy. You have chicken, you have cheese in there, you have your veggies in there as well, your lettuce, tomato, banana peppers, you have your jalapenos, your pickles, and of course, you could put everything to your liking. And I just paired it with some Ritz crackers and a Coke Zero. The last thing is dinner. I always go back to one of my favorite starches. I needed a bigger knife here, but sweet potatoes. I usually stick to sweet potatoes and to brown rice, because when I spoke to my nutritionist, that's what was suggested. I also have some zucchini here. So for this zucchini, we're going to put this in the oven. And I'll say with just about any food that you make, yes, it'll be better fried, but the added oil and calories from frying the food is just generally not worth it. So, your oven will definitely become your best friend on your weight loss journey. Not only that, if you have an air fryer, that'll be amazing. I have not invested in an air fryer. I I know it's super popular. Everyone says you need an air fryer, but if you have one, you can definitely utilize it for your healthier meals. So here I am just getting the oven preheated. I like to use a cook time feature on the oven. So once I set the time, once I set the temperature, it will beep and it will stop cooking at that time. It'll turn off. So for here, I preheated for 50 minutes at 375 degrees, taking into account the time that it needs to preheat, which is around 5 minutes or so. That means that the zucchini will be in there for about 45 minutes and it will be covered. And you could see in the background that those sweet potatoes that we peeled and cut up in the beginning, they are boiling because we're going to do a sweet potato mash to go with this dish. So here I'm just seasoning the leg quarters, salt, pepper, that is some cayenne pepper, and I am using minced garlic, and I'm just putting it under the skin of the leg quarters, just give some added flavor to that, especially when you have a meal that is repetitive. A lot of chicken, a lot of sweet potatoes or brown rice. You want to find ways to make it different sometimes. So just add in that extra garlic. So here I'm just showing that the zucchini is done. See the timer is going off and the sweet potatoes have been boiling for the entire time that the zucchini was cooking in the oven. So now that the chicken is prepared and it's ready to go in the oven, what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncover the zucchini and I'm going to put it on the top portion just to get it in there, maybe a little bit of browning. It's not going to stay in there too long, and the chicken is going to go on the bottom. With this, I am going to again preheat the oven, and it's going to go on for an hour at 400 degrees. So the chicken will stay in there for the entire time, but that zucchini will be taken out early. In the meantime, the sweet potatoes are done, so we turn those off, drain the water from that, and just add in a tiny bit of Irish cream butter. And we're just going to mash it with some salt and pepper. Again, we're not putting any brown sugar, any honey, any syrup. Yes, it will make it taste 10 times more amazing. However, all of that added sugar is not healthy and it's also just not going to aid in your weight loss. And if you did want some of those flavors, you can add like cinnamon, nutmeg. You're not going to get a ton of sugar, but you will get more flavor if you wanted to. But I tend to make my sweet potatoes more savory, so just salt and pepper. Just covering that with some plastic wrap and putting that to the side since that is the first dish that is done. And here the zucchini is being taken out. So it's only been in there for, I believe, another 10 to 15 minutes or so. And now the timer has went off for the baked chicken. So everything is done. So just plating up the food, some sweet potato mash. One thing that my nutritionist said is that you want more veggies on your plate. So we have some zucchini, we have the sweet potato, and then just the baked leg quarter. And I hope this video helps to show what I eat in a day and also just a blue moon, non alcoholic for the drink. Take care.